I think Philip is. Okay, good afternoon. It's still, let's say, good evening for us, right, Richard and Laurence? Here, 7 p.m., so it's evening for us. Welcome, Marisol. I'm very happy that she took the time to be here with us today, because I believe it's been 6 weeks that we planned this session and we had to cancel because of different things. And now she took the time and she's here. She's a very busy mom, and she's also an English teacher who has lived for more than 10 years in the USA. So I'd like to tell you guys how we met. Back in the days, I think it was 2001.
2000.
Yes. We used to work on a ski resort in Montana, one of the states in the United States, and we were colleagues, right? So we are just colleagues working together during the day and partying in the evenings or nights, if you can say. So time changed. Now we are serious women. And Marisol, after spending such a long time in the USA, she's back in Peru, Lima, where she's stated at the moment. I think you're back based in Lima, right?
Yes.
For a long time. So I'm gonna let her speak now. Marisol, please introduce yourself and get ready for the questions.
Okay, well, thank you for inviting me. Yes, as Simone said, we have met back in 2000, December 2000, beginning 2001. And back then we were students. We studied in the university and we joined this program called Work and Travel. So, well, nowadays, as she said, back in Lima, I came back 2 years ago, 2022, and with my son. And well, I have 2 children. My oldest daughter is living right now in Ohio. She's a student now. She's in a university. And I have here my second son, who is 9 years old and is still in elementary school. So I'm really busy with him and teaching English. I have several groups. I have groups of like 9, 10-year-old kids. I have another group for 8, 7-year-old kids. And I have a group of adults, young adults who are studying in college and want to get their master's degree, but they need to pass a test in English. No. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's how I'm spending most of my days. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have any questions now.
I think so. So, okay, just go ahead. Don't be shy.
Hi, Marisol. I'm Richard from Cape Town, South Africa, and obviously, as you can hear from the accent, English speaking. Why English? Why would you choose English as a subject to teach? It's a horrible language. It's a terrible language.
Well, I've always liked English. I learned French first. That was my first foreign language. But I forgot a lot because I don't practice it. So I can still read it a little bit. I can read some French, but I can't speak it anymore.
Oh, well, Marisol, Laurence is going to test you. Just give her a second. Laurence is getting ready to test you.
And but I like English. I always like English. Both of my kids are bilingual. You know, we used to speak both languages at home, and I was very serious about it. You know, even when we live in the US, you have to speak Spanish. You know, your mother speaks Spanish, you have to speak Spanish. You have to know at least 2 languages. And well, that's why I just like English. It's very useful.
Sometimes, but the reason why I asked that question is it's a difficult language grammatically, grammar wise. It can have so many different meanings in the context of what you say. That's why I say it's a horrible language.
Yeah.
Marisol, I have a question about tourism. We know a lot of well-known places in Peru, like Machu Picchu, one of the recent wonders of the world, and also the Lake Titicaca, that is the highest navigable lake in the world, and more than 3,800 above sea level. And do you have a lesser known attraction that people might overlook, then and you can indicate for us to visit in the case to travel to Peru?
Well, there are many places in Peru. In the coast, I live in Lima. Lima has many attractions in the city. We have these colonial buildings. We have these colonial churches with like the underground catacombs type of stuff. Then we have the oasis, and in Ica, we have this oasis called Huacachina, which is one of the few oases in the world. And then the Nazca lines in Ica as well. Then you have, of course, the Amazon, Huascaran. It's where people that like ski go. That's like the ski resort here, and in Ancash, that's in the Andes, basically. And then we have lots of beautiful beaches in the north and in the coast. Yeah, I mean, there are tons of places, natural reserves. There is this town. It's a German-Austrian town it's called Posuso, and it's very touristic as well. Yeah, it's the whole. I think they came in the beginning of last century, and the whole town looks mostly German, but because the Germans were the ones that came and built this little town, and you can Google it up there, Posuso.
How does it spell this place?
Pozuzo. Posuso, there you go. And well, yeah. Well, there are many places in the jungle. We have the majority of the country is actually in the Amazon, so we have a lot of rainforest. But I live in the coast. I live by the oceans, and I love going to the ocean.
Do you live in Lima?
Yeah, I live in Lima. So
Speaking
there are all kind of.
Speaking about Lima and Peru, Marisol, I have a question about the word Lima. There is another meaning for Lima other than the name of the city in Spanish, like in Peru. There is another meaning for this word.
Yes, there is a fruit actually.
Oh, like in Brazil?
Yeah, it's a citric fruit, similar to, kind of like that, like orange, but not as sweet. People usually make juice out of it. Typically you won't eat Lima because it's not very sweet, but you use it to make juice.
Here in Brazil, this fruit is so sweet, it's like an orange, but it's not so acid, I don't like this kind of fruit because it's an orange without acid, the acid taste. And we have also in Brazil, Lima, for like a surname, people with last name Lima. And also we have a tool with this name. We call Lima. It is. I used to work in a field, and we have this tool here that we call Lima. It's a kind of to sharpen, like agricultural equipment, it's a file. It's a kind of a file. We call Lima also in Portuguese.
Yeah.
But
Lima,
it's also Lima. Oh, interesting. Yeah. How about the name of your country, Peru?
Peru.
Peru, just Peru.
Peru is just Peru.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because in Brazil, we have in Peru this one here. This is Peru in Brazil, a turkey. A turkey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Peru. This is Peru in Brazil. Yeah, a turkey. But in Peru, the country, this is not the name. What is the name of this bird in Peru, Marisol?
Pavo.
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 But yeah, but it is also slang. It
Like
means that you're
like a
not very
pavo.
clever. Yeah,
Oh.
you're not very clever. If somebody calls you pavo, they're not giving you a compliment.
Marisol, in Peru, that we can find those two kind of animals that I always get confused: llama and the other one. It's
Alpaca?
yeah, alpaca. They used to spit on people, right? If you get close, they spit on you.
Yes, if you want to touch them and if you want to be invasive, like yeah, it's their defense mechanism. They will spit on you.
They are like a camel-like animal.
Yes, but I mean they're very gentle. They won't attack you, but if you want to touch them, yeah, they don't like to be touched.
Oh.
They're not dogs.
There is
People
a
sometimes
difference.
want to
Like
pet 'em.
alpaca, they are smaller than llama.
Yes, and their wool, their fur is different. It's not the same, and it's not used for the same purpose.
Mhm.
Alpaca is soft. You can use alpaca wool to make sweaters, scarves, hats, to knit and crochet stuff. But llama, it's got a more coarse, more hard wool. So it's usually to make non-wearable stuff, and mostly to carry things. It's a carry animal more than alpaca. Alpaca is more sophisticated, finest.
Thank you so much for your answers.
Oh no.
Okay, Alessandra.
So I wanted to know a little bit more about culinary in Peru. Like, what kind of foods do you have? Which one do you like most that are very traditional, actually? Yeah, that's
Oh wow. Okay, that's I'm gonna sound like I'm bragging here, because Peru has the #1 best restaurant in the world, 2 consecutive years, and you can look it up. And well, the best restaurant is called Central, and it's here in Lima, and I believe the second or the third place is also here in Lima. Well, there's a lot of different kind of foods here, mostly seafood, ceviche, and everything that is from the ocean. Arroz con mariscos, like that. Yeah, those ones that we're seeing. And well, in the Andes, people do eat alpaca, and well, different regions have different type of foods. In Arequipa, it's very spicy. Trout, trucha, and we do eat guinea pig. Cuy, it's not a pet. Here, it's not a pet. It's like a farm animal. And well, in the Amazon, paiche, different kind of fish from the river, and a lot of fruits and vegetables, really fresh ingredients. We have a lot of fruit. Also, like in Brazil, right? A lot of fruits. Yeah. I had a couple friends from Curitiba.
nice. I
Yeah.
wanted to know a little bit. Do you have like dishes with alpaca? I went to Argentina last year, and they had like guanaco. They have the dishes from guanaco and with guanaco, and I didn't have the courage to try it, the meat. But I wanted to know if you have this kind of dishes, how is the taste? If you like it.
Okay. Oh, I love it. Alpaca. I tried alpaca in Cusco. Here in Lima, it's not very popular, you know, but in Cusco, you can eat alpaca. It's more common to find in restaurants like that. Yeah, you can eat it in the grill. They do it in a baked in an oven or fried. You know, just kind of like you can replace beef for alpaca, and it's healthier. It's cleaner.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's got a
Yeah.
lot less fat than beef, and it's really good, soft meat.
Well,
Interesting.
Marisol, when I used after we worked together, I don't know if you remember, I think you went with us to Machu Picchu because I went traveling. I went to Peru to go to university for Spanish. I studied at Universidad Católica de Lima. I took some
Nice.
courses there for Spanish, and then we traveled with a group of friends. But I don't think you came along with us, did you?
No, when you did that, I was already living in Indianapolis.
Yeah, there you go. Because back
Yeah.
then I used to be a vegetarian, so I never tasted this alpaca meat. So you're saying it's really soft? Is it really?
Yes, yes, it's
And
tender.
you can compare it beef.
No, it's way better than beef.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's also important to mention to them, like Inca Cola, Inca Cola, because it's something completely different that it doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. And also this cocktail, sour.
Pisco
Pisco,
sour.
there you go. Denise, can you please share the screen with us? So Inca Cola, it's like a soft drink. It's really sweet, and I've never drank anything similar at all. Oh yeah, so this is the alcohol,
Pisco sour.
Pisco
Yeah, that's
sour, there you
pisco
go.
sour. Yeah, pisco, it's a hard alcohol. It's made from grapes, basically. And it's a town in Ica called Pisco. That's where this drink is from. And there are many kind of different drinks. Pisco sour is like one of the most known drinks, but there is a drink called Machu Picchu, which is actually, I don't know if you tried that. It comes in different colors, like different levels. You know, one level changes the color, and the lower you get, the hard. There you go. The bottom is so hard. That's where all the alcohol is concentrated. And yeah, it's called Machu Picchu. There you go. I tried that but I've been in Machu Picchu twice. I did the Inca Trail, the 2-day walking. Did you do that?
Yes,
when
I
you
did.
came here? Yeah, that was very nice. And then I went again with my family. I've been there twice, and it's a nice experience. It's a wonderful experience.
What is the meaning of Machu Picchu in Spanish, Marisol?
Picchu, well, there you go. Machu Picchu. Picchu is the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it's the form of the highest mountain. But is
Yes.
it a Spanish word? I don't think so.
No,
But
it's Quechua.
Yes.
It's Quechua.
Schedule.
Yeah, and I don't speak Quechua. I just know a little few words that everybody knows. You know, common phrases like when you go in Cusco, you hear a lot of people say "wawa" for the babies. You know, and that's Quechua.
Marisol,
I didn't know, but you know the word poncho. Poncho is actually a word that comes from Quechua, and we all know
Poncho.
that word. Poncho,
Poncho.
yeah, that
That's
you
a
wear.
typical, yeah.
Poncho. Yeah, that it's actually an original word from Quechua, in Quechua.
Marisol, hi. Hello.
Alex,
Yes, I'm
your
here.
camera is off.
Is it or is it dark here? Maybe it's dark. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, there you
There it is.
go.
Yeah. Hi, Marisol.
Hi.
Hey, introduce yourself a little bit,
Alexandra.
Alex.
This is Alex. I'm
Please
calling.
let them know where you are.
I am in Lebanon right now.
Oh, nice, Lebanon.
Yes. Marisol, couple of questions. First of all, in addition to Spanish, how many indigenous languages are commonly spoken in Peru?
Well, there are more than 30 languages, but the most known are Quechua and Aymara.
Okay.
Those two languages, Quechua and
Yeah,
Aymara.
Quechua.
They're also the little towns in the Amazon. They have their own language
okay.
as well.
Now, going
Yeah.
back to Machu Picchu, I've heard that when people go up there, it has some special energy. Can you explain a little bit about you know, a trip up there? What people experience when they go to Machu Picchu?
Well, yes. Well, you do feel this aura. You do feel this energy. Because what I think is, first of all, you know that you are in a very ancient place,
Right.
and you're in a wonder of the world, and everything around you is just it's kind of enigmatic. You feel that it's kind of like mysterious, and of course to get there you make some effort, and that's also I think is like the reward of finally getting there. I took the 2-day walking, camping at night. You climb up the mountains. I mean, it's tough to get there, but there are also buses and train. But I think the hardest the experience, it's just better, and then you are in this place where everything is built, seems seemingly perfectly,
Mhm.
and there are a lot of you wonder how this was built so many years ago.
Yeah, yeah. So are there any other temples or areas that the Incas built in Peru in addition to Machu Picchu? Are there other areas, or it's just that it's one focused area?
Well, there's Machu Picchu, then there's a fort nearby. It's called Ollantaytambo. But that was a war fort mostly. I don't know. You, Simon, were there? Did you make it there?
I think Cusco, the whole city is really like very similar to Machu Picchu. It doesn't have the energy. I believe that the energy that you get when you are there. When I was there, I was 20 years old. I believe that if you go there when you're older, you get another kind of experience. However, just back then I was very young and I was just like, in a party mood, let's say. I still felt this energy. Like as Marisol said, back in the days, ancient time, but it's more spiritual. I felt like I didn't take the 2 days walking as she did. I took the bus. But it's still, when you're there, especially in the higher level, because you can go up as well. You can stay in the lower area and you can go up. The upper you go, more intense it gets. I don't know if it has to do with the location or something in the sky or so. I don't know, but it's really magical. And there's no wonder that it's definitely one of the seven wonder in the world. Now, I think when it comes to Cusco, the whole region is really constructed by hand, it seems, by the Incas. Aguascalientes is also, when you go by train, you stop there and you see also lots of buildings and the sites. It's really Inca. I don't know if you go up north, if you still consider the Incas, but it's also, then you're gonna have to help me out with that. When you, like the NASA's, the lines, are they Incas
Nazca,
as
no.
well? You
That
see?
was
So then it
previous.
stops.
That's so many hundreds of years before
Yeah.
the Incas.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's in the coast. It's actually in Ica.
Yeah.
Now, there's another similar city to Machu Picchu. It's called Choquequirao. It's less famous because it hasn't been discovered so many years ago. And
Adelisa, did you get the name of the city?
No. How does
Can
it
you
spell?
please?
Yeah.
oh, okay. Choque is CHOQUE. QUE.
This one?
There you go. Choquequirao.
Oh, there you
That
go.
one.
Archaeological Park. Yeah.
Now, I don't know that place. I have to go there. I haven't been there, but I've seen videos and yeah. There are many tours that are going there, but
This is a fortress?
yes. No, it's a city.
Oh,
The
this is
fortress is Ollantaytambo. That
mm,
was a small city.
oh, people go to camp.
They go camping and stuff.
There is
Okay.
this, or is not real? This picture, I think, is not real. There is this place there? No.
No, it is
No.
real. That's how Ollantaytambo is too. They have this called andenes, this like stairs, they're levels, and they do have a purpose because each level they used to do different thing. Even agriculturally, each level has a purpose.
Oh, really interesting.
Okay, let's get
You do a
Milan
lot
or
of workout
Philippe or
when you go
Laurence.
there.
Let's get this Milan. Would you like to go now, or Philippe, Laurence, please?
Okay. Hello to everybody. Hello, Marisol. It's nice to meet
Hello.
you. You're very sympathetic. I've never been in Peru, but your country is very, very beautiful. I'm impressed with mountains, of course, and of course, the Incas issues. There is one huge contribution to development of human civilization, especially European, that originates from Peru. Do you know what I'm talking about? Huge
One
contribution.
contribution.
I
Well,
think
besides,
I know. I think I know.
The potato.
The potato. There you go.
Potato, because
But
yeah.
Milan,
Before-
tell
Save
them where
Europe
you were
from
born.
starvation, right?
Milan, tell them where you were born. I think that's very important as well.
well, I am from Europe. I was born in Serbia.
There you go.
I'm
'Cause
Serbian.
I don't think that we Brazilians we would know that.
Okay, but I'm living in Brazil for 24 years now.
Wow.
But our food is based on potato, and most of the European cuisines are based on potato and tomato that also originates from
Peru.
South America, not especially from Peru. It was spread more to Central America. But before Christopher Columbus went back from Americas to Europe, there were no potato there in Europe, and there were great hungers, especially during the winter, and many people died from hunger. And with the arrival of potato, it stopped because potato is very easy to plant. It is under the ground, doesn't feel too much these climatic influences, and it is very easy to store during the winter. So it saved European populations after the 16th century.
Yeah.
When the potato and this, it is pity that in that time the Peru could not make patent potato. Otherwise, it will be most rich country in the world, because everybody use potato.
Yes.
And I've
Exactly.
heard, because I have several colleagues in my university that are from Peru, that there are a lot of types of potato there. There are a lot of types. Here in Brazil, we have just one type that is called, I don't know why, batata inglesa, English potato, that really doesn't make any sense. So one type, more or less. And there are many, isn't that so?
Yes, we have more than 3,000 different types of potatoes, and they're cooked and preserved in different ways. And in the Andes, like in Cusco or in Puno, they preserve the potato by freezing it on the outside, and they call it chuño. And then in Ica, they preserve the potato by drying it, cutting it in small squares and drying it in the sun. in the desert, and we use that to make carapulcra, and they're different dishes for made from different kind of potatoes. Yeah, potato is a big thing here.
Yeah, this is huge thing that Peru give to the world. I think, yes, potato. And I also tried pisco. This is the hot drink equivalent to grape in Italy. I think it is made from grape.
Yes, it's
And
made from grape.
tried ceviche, although I do not eat food that it is not cooked. And I was fooled first time that I experimented this ceviche, because they told me that it is cooked fish. But after that I eat and I liked, they told me that it is cooked on the lemon juice, that it is not properly cooked, you know.
Yeah.
But I like it very much. I like very much this. And I'm planning to visit Machu Picchu, Cusco in the future. Especially it is not so long trip from Brazil. It's near.
Yes, exactly. Well, I hope you come to Peru. In what city do you live?
Aracaju. It is
Aracaju.
between Salvador and Recife.
Ah, okay.
Off coast. It's usually very hot, but now it is winter and the temperature is reasonable. So I don't live with air conditioning like in summer always.
Okay. Okay. Yes, we're in winter here too. In Lima, it's winter right now.
But at the mountains, probably temperature is low. Here,
Well,
temperature.
I'm in the coast. So, but it never gets, you know, incredibly cold. No, right now we are like 15, 14 degrees, you know, Celsius.
Okay. Never
So it
snows.
is manageable.
Never snows in Lima.
No, in Lima, no. We only have this little mini rain, like a mist, you know, and fog, a lot of fog in the winter. Yeah.
Okay, Laurence, Philippe. Or if you guys don't want to, Richard can go ahead.
Sorry, I posted something on there. Sorry, Marisol. What are some of your Peruvian cultural celebrations? I know Peru to be very colorful and love, like Brazilians, they love celebration and honoring celebration. What are some of the Peruvian celebrations?
Well, in July, Fiestas Patria, it comes a lot of military parades, and then the schools get ready to have parades and contests in different districts. You know, the schools compete for the best parade, and then we have in June in Cusco, Inti Raymi, they still celebrate that, you know, on June 24th. Then we have Carnaval in February as well. In Cajamarca is the best known Carnaval. La Candelaria in Puno. And throughout the year, we have different celebrations. We have Pisco Day, Dia del Pisco, and where you get free pisco in lots of restaurants and parks. And they even created this Dia del Pollo a la Brasa. Pollo a la Brasa, you get a lot of Pollo a la Brasa for discounts. And I mean, I think we find excuses to celebrate. Yeah. There you go.
I don't
Dia
think
del
they
Pisco.
understood when you say pollo en la brasa. Let's spell it for Adenilso so that he can write it down.
Okay, it's a very, well, it's like roasted chicken, but it's the way that it's seasoned. It's the way that is seasoned that makes it so juicy and special. No, pollo is double L. Double L. A la brasa. There you go.
There you go. Delicious.
Yeah, I think it's just the way it's pre-seasoned, marinated, that makes it so delicious. But it's just roasted on an oven. It
It is
rolls in
a roasted chicken or roasted turkey?
no, chicken.
Chicken.
It looks big.
Yes, chicken. And it's delicious. I love it. With chimichurri. Chimichurri is the little green sauce that I really don't know what is made in chimichurri, but a lot of herbs. And there you go. That chimichurri is just so good to put it on your pollo a la brasa. I don't know. We eat. We like food in Peru.
Okay, we have a question for Laurence. I think her mic is not working. So, oh,
Yes, it's working.
okay.
Hello, I was wondering what was the dragon meaning in the parade? You have this dragon.
Okay. Well, actually, in that dance, there is a fight between evil and good. And the dragons are kind of like some kind of warriors from evil. And that carnival, they represent that, the fight between evil and good. There's someone dressed as an angel, and there's someone dressed as the devil, el diablo, and they fight with swords. Yeah, it's like a theatrical thing.
And because then you are celebrated the Virgin Mary, but are you celebrating like a local, I don't know, the sun or something like that, like in the old time, before it was Christianized?
Oh, the name of the dance? You mean the name of the dance?
No. I'm meaning during this parade you are celebrating the Virgin Mary, the
Oh,
Catholic.
La Candelaria.
Yeah.
Yes.
But do
Exactly.
you have the people where they're worshipping other gods, like
No.
not in the old time, I mean?
No.
No.
Not in the old time. People do celebrate. They still respect the earth. They call it the Pachamama, and they do like offerings to the earth. That they still practice here in Peru.
Okay.
Mostly agriculturally. They want to thank the earth, and they want to give some respect to nature and Mother Earth and things like that. Yeah, but that particular dance is called the Candelaria, and it's mostly to celebrate. It's Catholic. It's a Catholic celebration.
But on the stones area we saw before, are they orientation according to the moon, like we have in Brittany? Like the stones are aligned according to the solstice, the summer solstice, for example. Do you have that in these archaeological sites?
No, not exactly. No. In Inti Raymi, they do some traditional celebration in Cusco. But it's mostly from in the Andes. For example, here in Lima, where I'm from, where I live, there's not a lot of that. We celebrate in October. There's this big procession, Señor de los Milagros, the Lord of Miracle. I don't know. They do some of this procession in New York and in some other cities in Europe as well. That's in October, and the typical color is purple. Like everything is purple during that month.
Any reason?
That's the color that is, the altar is decorated with that color.
Marisol, are there many Inca descendants today living in Peru?
Yes, we have a mixed population. Yeah. I don't know if they're directly descended from the Incas, but now there's a lot of mestizos here. Yeah, there's still some last names that are in Quechua. There are last names here in Quechua.
Can you tell when you see like an Inca descendant and another from different backgrounds or different regions? Because I went to Mexico in Cancun, and there we could tell when we see the Mayas descendants, because they are shorter, you know, they have some characteristics that put them apart from the others living there. But in Peru is the same, like there is some traits that you can tell when you see an Inca descendant.
You mean physically, their
Yeah,
faces,
physically,
or?
yeah, physically.
Well, mostly in Cusco. Mostly in Cusco. But you also see throughout Peru, yes, they have a physical characteristic of being from the Andes. And some of the last names are in Quechua too, you know. There are last names here like that.
But Marisol, I believe like the initial question is, when it comes to the whole population of the country. So as we are talking, the Incas, they just originated in one region of Peru. It's not in the north.
No,
So let's
no.
say in the Amazonas, it's another kind of group, or how do they call them? The tribes that they have in the Amazonas. So they look different from the Incas. So I believe that's his question. Also, Alexander from Lebanon, he also had the same question pretty much. So like when it comes to languages, culture, backgrounds, how mixed, you said mestizos. Richard, mestizo means mixed races, right?
Yeah.
Because I believe he's the only one here who doesn't, not Latin. Okay, so the question is, in the whole population of Peru, how many of you are not mixed, not Spanish or white, but you are original, let's say? It doesn't matter if it's Inca or if it's from the Amazons. How many natives are still in Peru today? Do you know in percentage?
No, but a big part, I can't tell you a number, but there is a big percentage of the population that are
Natives.
I can't tell you that it's pure race Inca. If that was your question, most people are mixed, mestizos. You know, you see a lot of mestizos.
Wow, you don't even have
Yeah.
like 10% left? Not even that?
No, a big part of the population is mixed. I don't think there are a lot of pure race Incas. Maybe in Cusco there will be, you know, more. And as far as the rainforest, they are more exclusive
Isolated.
per se.
Isolated.
Yes. They stay within their tribes, their group, their ethnic, you know. Yes. They're more isolated. But
Wow.
in the Andes, no, they kind of like, you know, there's a lot of migration to Lima, back and forth, and a lot of people from other countries. We also have a big influence from Asia, and a lot of mix with Asians here.
Yeah, I believe
Which
when
I don't think
I was
happens a lot. Yes, we even have.
yeah, when I was in Peru, the president used to be a Japanese or a Japanese descendant, right?
Exactly. Yes,
So you still
Fujimori.
have lots of Japanese influence in Lima for sure. Still, right?
Yes, we have a whole Chinatown in Lima, and
Oh.
not only Japanese, but Chinese and Korean. There is a lot of influence from the like little colonies. You can find whole neighborhoods that are from China, and little shops. The same thing with Korea. You have a lot of Korean restaurants and things like that. Yeah, a lot of different migration waves have been happening to Peru through our history.
I think Richard had also a good question about life costs. Richard, can you repeat your question?
Oh yeah, I see Lorenz also had a question, so I'll just go with mine. Is it your living costs? Is it expensive to live in Peru?
Well, Lima is more expensive than other cities, you know, being the capital. But no, not really. It's a lot cheaper than the US. Yeah.
Is it safe to live in Lima?
Honestly, yes. I mean, I've been robbed more times in Indianapolis than in Lima.
No way.
Yes, where I've been robbing, and I didn't live in a bad area. I mean, my car's been broken. I get stolen at gas station. I mean, I've been robbed way more many times than over there than here.
Oh yeah,
But-
just tell
but-
us a little bit of your experience in the USA. Did you used to live in one city or you moved around a little bit?
No, I used to live in Indianapolis. You know, all those years that I lived there. I mean, I know other cities, but just, you know, traveling for vacation stuff. But I live in Indianapolis, which is the city of Indiana, Midwest. It's located in the Midwest of the United States. And well, what I used to do there is work mostly in insurance. That was my area, and investments, being in that area of work. Yeah, I lived there from 2001, I believe, 2001 until like, wow, 2015, something like that. Then I kind of went back and forth, and then finally came back and been here since 2022 in Lima.
So your children were raised in America.
Excuse me?
So your children were raised in America. You raised your children in America. Indianapolis.
My oldest one, mostly my oldest one, but she studied here too. She studied here. She studied both in both places, in Lima and in Indianapolis. My little one, we were there during the pandemic.
I have a question. Why would some Peruvian people would decide to go and start their career in America, and why I mean USA, and why other people will choose to come to Europe?
I guess it is to just to know another place, to improve their opportunities, you know, to find other lifestyle maybe.
But you don't know why America, I mean USA, or why Europe?
Well,
Why? I mean,
USA,
a reason.
I think the US is a common destination for people from all over the world. You know, a lot of people, not just from Peru, want to go to the US for work
For
reasons.
European, it's very complicated. For European, it's extremely complicated to decide to go to work to America. Unless you are very good at IT technology, you will not go there. It's not natural because it's too difficult to immigrate.
Yeah, it can be. Well, I went there first as a student. So that was my first, you know, encounter with the US, you know, as an exchange program student. Then I decided to go to Indianapolis. I met someone. I got married. Now we're not together anymore. But he was from Indianapolis. That's how I ended up living there. And well, I had a life over there, and then I'm back here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have binational children. Okay.
Yes, I have dual nationality.
Mm-hmm. It must be complicated life.
Not really. Well, it's difficult to be away from home. I can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Et donc, tu veux bien parler français? Simone said you speak French.
Oh.
Il faut essayer, il faut essayer. Vas-y, vas-y.
Let's see what I can tell you in French.
Introduce yourself again.
Je m'appelle Marisol. Comment ça va?
Ah, there you go, there you go.
Comment
Just
tu
right on the
t'appelles?
spot.
Je m'appelle Laurence.
I forgot to say nice to meet you.
Enchantée.
Enchantée.
But
D'accord.
I don't know if it's not like in English. You would not say so often
Enchanté. What do you think, Simone? When you meet some
Je
French
suis ravie
person,
de faire la connaissance, de te rencontrer. Je suis ravie. No?
oui, je suis ravie. Ravie de t'en. Oui, yes, I think it's better. Enchanté, it's for sure. I think.
It's very formal. So
Yeah, I
you
think it's to
say,
imitate
je
the
suis
British.
ravie de faire la connaissance. Je suis ravie.
Oui, contente de te
Contente
connaître.
aussi. Okay.
Contente de te connaître.
Okay, let's go back to English,
Okay.
please.
Right.
Anyone else with questions? I think we got a little bit busy with all the food and everything that Adenilson was not able to show you guys the Inca Cola. I think it's very important that you guys
Oh,
see
the
how
Inca
it looks
Cola.
like.
Yes.
Marisol can tell you guys how it tastes. It's really sweet, right? But
It's sweet. It's
but
sweet. You know, what I've heard that most Americans say about Inca Cola is the taste of bubble gum. You know, to me,
yeah,
it
it's
tastes
very
like Inca
sweet.
Cola.
Okay, I think
don't know
you guys gonna get also surprised the way it looks like. Look at that. Look at the color of that.
You know, I know I've known Inca Cola since I'm a baby. So to me, it tastes like Inca Cola. You know, but what I
It's
heard
really
that Americans say is like tastes like bubble gum. You know.
But Marisol, why is it so yellow? Is it a fruit or what is that? Tell them.
I have no idea why it's so yellow. Some people say that it's, I really don't know. But Inca Cola's story is very interesting because it was like the only drink, I believe, until that that is, how can I say that there are cells that people still prefer Inca Cola over Coca-Cola. It's like the only country where this happened, where a local drink, a local soda is more popular than Coca-Cola. And it still, you know, prefers. Like typically you see a Peruvian dish with an Inca Cola on the side, or, you know, if you want to drink soda.
But also
Yeah, and
sparkling like a
Yeah, it's a soft
soda.
drink.
Yeah,
I mean,
soft
it's
drink.
supposed to be goldy because of the Incas and the gold in the Inca culture. That's why, that's the reason of the color. But you know, it's supposed to be kind of goldy-like.
But it's made from the plants, right? It's a plant-based soft drink that is so much sugar on it that it tastes like bubblegum. So it's really strange, right?
Yeah, that's what they say, bubblegum.
I remember that. So you guys never tasted? No one else ever tasted Inca Cola? Oh, I think here in Belgium we can find in some specific like Peruvian stores. I think I let my children taste it already, and they also complained. Can you imagine children complain how sweet that was?
Marisol, have you been to
Really?
Brazil, Marisol?
Excuse me?
Have you been to Brazil?
No,
Never.
never. But I want to. I have to.
And which city do you want to know here in Brazil?
Well, Sao Paulo is very popular. I know I want to visit Rio de Janeiro, you know. Yeah.
Oh well, you
I
can
have
go
some
visit. You can go visit Alessandra in Curitiba, that's for sure. Now you have
nice.
Aracaju to visit as well. Campina,
Pacaembu.
and Felipe is from
Okay.
Rio de Janeiro, eh? You see, so we got all the connection now, eh?
You better take some Inca Cola with you.
Okay. I will.
That's for sure, yes.
I prefer pisco.
Pisco.
Oh, pisco is really good. Yes.
Milan is more for sour drinks than for sweet drinks.
Oh yeah, I don't like sweet drinks. I don't drink Coca-Cola, for example. But I like these hot drinks made from fruit, because in Brazil, hot drinks are made from sugarcane only.
Oh, really?
In my country, native country in Serbia, we make hot drinks from fruit, from grapes, from plum, especially from plum, from pear, apple. You know, that's why when I tried pisco, I liked, because it remembered me my country.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh, there you go. I
nice.
think I'm gonna go for the last question. Marisol, tell us, Brazilians, they love beer, right? I think Richard as a South African as well. So tell us, do you have like a typical beer in
Beer.
Peru?
Well, yeah, there's Pilsen, Cristal, and
No, but
Cusqueña.
it's from Peru? Is it really from Peru?
Yes, it's
Okay.
really from Peru.
So let's
Yeah.
see if I can get the
Pilsen,
picture.
Pilsen
Let-
is not
Pilsen and Cristal. And then you have Cusqueña. There you go.
Oh, Cusqueña, because Pilsen is from Belgium. Cristal is also from Belgium. Maybe
No,
Cusqueña is the only
Cristal
one.
is from Peru as well. That Pilsen. Yeah, the green
No.
bottle.
Is
Peruvian beer.
it really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a factory from Europe. I didn't know that it's from Belgium because I thought that Pilsen is from originate from Plzeň, that is in Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic.
Oh, that can be.
Plzeň,
I
Pilsen.
think only Cusqueña is Peruvian. There's no way, like what you say, Crystal and all this, they're not, they can be produced in Peru, but they're not originally from Peru, you see?
Yes, they are. Let's see, there's three icons. Maybe it has the same name, but
No, like Bavaria,
yeah,
all
that
this Crystal, that's for sure, not Peruvian.
that
Maybe
Cristal
Cusqueña then.
with a little oh well, Cusqueña is from Cusco.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And is it a drink that Peruvians like to drink, or they prefer other
Well,
drinks?
like everyday drink, you mean like and mostly chicha morada. It's made from purple corn. You know, like for lunch and dinner
Yeah.
stuff, and maracuya is like passion fruit, you know, it's like fruit. Emolientes is made from like infusions. There's different kind of infusions there. Those are like everyday, you know, drinks. Like you make your lunch and you make your drink.
I think it's very popular at the moment, the infusions, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are running out of time. It was a lovely session with you, Marisol. Thank you so much for sharing your life privately, because you told us a lot about yourself as well, of your country. It was really nice. I think you don't sound Peruvian at all. Your English
No?
is so good. No wonder that you're a teacher. And I think, like, for all of us who'd like to learn some English with Marisol, just let me know. I'm gonna put you in touch with her, and she's gonna be helping you guys out. That's for sure. She's a nice lady, really kind, and she's gonna be available. So if you need some tips or some lessons, please let me know. I'll put you in contact with her. And once again, thank you so much for being here with
Thank
us.
you
It
too.
was lovely.
Thank you too, guys. Thank you for
Thanks,
inviting
everybody.
me.
Thank you, Marisol.
Nice
Thank you,
to meet
everyone.
you all.
Thank
Nice to
you.
So
meet
good
you all.
evening, everyone. See you
Bye-bye.
next time.
See
Bye-bye.
you.